I can keep rhythm with no metronome, no metronome.
Today on the Brianna Show, we are going to be talking about risky behavior. More specifically, we will be talking about relationship violence. What is relationship violence, you may ask? Let's find out. Today on our show, we have Dr. Phil Ipps, who is a relationship therapist in Ontario. Welcome, Dr. Phil Ipps. Hello, Dr. Phil Ipps. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Without wasting too much time, let's get into our topic today. What exactly is relationship violence?
A violent relationship can be defined as a relationship in which one partner has more control over the other person. They use willful intimidation and assault to gain power over the other independent individual. For example, this can come in emotional abuse, psychological, and physical.
What risky behavior can be associated with relationship violence?
Well, the most common risky behavior when it comes to relationship violence can actually be a behavior seen in the victim. Now, that would be ignoring the signs of a risky behavior in a relationship.
What are some signs of an unhealthy relationship?
Some signs are typically seen in the abuser, which are typically temper, possessiveness, and extreme jealousy. Could also be cruel to animals and control what the other victim does, says, or thinks.
Well, I know nowadays it's most common for men to be an abuser in the relationship, but does it also apply to women?
Yes, in today's world it does also apply to women. And most people just assume that only men can become abusers in a relationship, but a woman are just as likely. 1 in 4 men have been victims of some form of physical violence by a woman. We cannot only assume that men are the only people who are violent. There are men who are just as being abused as women, and women are just as capable.
Well, thank you so much. Now, we're going to hear from one lady who will talk about her experience with relationship violence and how she did or didn't realize. Please welcome to the show, Carter.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. We're so glad that you agreed to come and talk to us about your experiences.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a hard topic, but it's something that I need to share.
What a brave thing to do. Now, we're going to start off asking you some basic questions. If you need to take your time, we understand. Let's start. How long were you with your significant other before realizing there might be an issue?
Well, I was with my husband, George, for 5 years. I had seen some signs when we were first dating, but I thought nothing of them. I didn't realize anything was going on until it was too late.
So what were some of the signs?
He was rude to me, especially when he was with his friends. He controlled what I did and was jealous of anyone who came near me. I thought he was being protective, but then 3 years after we were married, he started getting abusive.
Dr. Phil Ipps, what course of action would you recommend for this situation?
Well, in this case, since it got to the point where he was lashing out at you, I would recommend for you to find a safe spot for your own protection. I would advise, some safe groups and support groups in your local area.
Those are some very great points, Dr. Phil Ipps. What happened after you noticed your husband's odd behavior?
Like I said, I thought he cared, that he was just being protective. However, he started abusing me, hitting me when he was mad. I thought I deserved it.
When did it finally end?
After a while, my friends and family started noticing his odd behavior. And after my best friend confronted me, it didn't take me long to tell her everything. We contacted the police, and he was arrested.
If you would have gone back, would you have done anything different?
I would have acted sooner. All I know is that if I could change what happened, I would. I would have stopped it before too much damage could be done.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing your story and revealing the truth behind relationship violence.
Yeah, thank you for sharing us your story.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad I can make more people aware of domestic violence.
Thank you.
Anyways, thank you, Dr. Phil Ipps, for coming on the show and giving us this lovely insight.
It's my pleasure. I'm glad I could help. Thank you.
Now, I want to thank everyone who appeared on the show today for this episode. and for sharing their knowledge on relationship violence. To those who are currently in an abusive relationship, I want to tell you that there is help. Thank you everyone for watching, and tune in next week when we talk to Justin Bieber about his 16 girlfriends.